I'm Cici from Period 5, and for one of my monster scenes, I chose when Liesel is taking the book from Ilse Herman, her first book from Ilse Herman's library.
Why did you choose it?
I chose this scene because Liesel, everyone has a little monster in them, and I think this shows the true monster in Liesel because she stole a book that wasn't rightfully hers.
How did you make it?
I got a piece of paper and a pencil. I divided it up into 3 parts, and I drew three scenes.
Very nice. Okay. What would you have different if time and money were not issues?
I probably would have made it bigger and maybe even 3D, like used clay or something, but I didn't have any clay.
Okay. What grade would you give it and why?
I'd probably give it a 3 because I don't think creativity shined through very much.
Okay. And what is your definition of a monster?
My definition of a monster is someone that doesn't really think before they do, and they don't really care what happens to other people or how it makes them feel.
Okay.
Next project.
Go behind me.
Should walk faster. Okay.
Okay.
So this is for my other monster scene, and this is the scene when the book burning occurs. And in this scene, Hitler is the monster because he's burning things that meant a lot to Jews or just their culture, because they're burning all Jewish books by Jewish authors or anything that has to do with them.
Okay, why did you choose it?
That's why I chose it. That's what I just said.
How did you make it?
I got a piece of poster board, and I went on Google, and I found some pictures that I thought represented the book burning, and yeah.
What would you have What would you have done different if time and money were not issues?
I don't think I would have done anything different except for maybe frame the pictures, so sort of like have another piece of paper behind it to make it stand out a little more.
What grade would you give it and why?
I'd give it a 3.5-ish because I thought I chose a lot of symbolic pictures and I spent a lot of time on it.
Okay. Did you do your definition of a monster?
Oh, so the definition of a monster is someone that just only cares about themselves and they just want to be on top. They want to just be in charge of everything.
Okay.
And this is my pivotal scene. And the scene I chose is when she stole the Gravedigger's Handbook from her brother Warner's grave.
Why did you choose it?
I chose this scene because if she hadn't found this book, because it was her first book, she wouldn't have been inspired to read and write.
How did you make it?
I got a piece of hard cardboard, and then I got a book from Goodwill, and I painted it, and I put the Gravedigger's Handbook on it with stickers. And then, oh yeah, and I also glued cotton to make it look like snow, because it had snow on the ground when she went to her brother's grave. And then I got a piece of styrofoam and I carved it into the shape of a tombstone and I painted it gray, and then I put RIP on it because it was her brother's grave.
What would you have done different if time and money were not an issue?
If time and money weren't an issue, I don't think I would have done anything different because this expressed the pivotal moment really well, and it wasn't that expensive.
Okay. What grade would you give it and why?
I would give this a 4 because I worked really hard on it and I thought my creativity shined through when I made it.
Okay. And this is not a monster scene, so...